Alright, here we go again. Mouse cursor. Put it away. And next part. After doing a bunch of dumb things. Oh, is there something in this barrel over here? I believe Sunlight Covenant is over here. Somewhere abouts. Yeah, right here. Or you need to do something with Solaire. I can't remember. I don't really care. It's not even necessary to complete the game. Alright, and am I gonna do... Okay, so watch. This will make like things a heck of a lot easier for me, because I'd just rather block. There you go. And for this, I need to get rid of the bow, get rid of the shield. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to run all the way to the end and pass by the boar and all that stuff. Because I have not done that before. Because if you're not fast, it will not work. Oh boy, I totally missed that one. Yeah, looky here. They can't even get me. So, eat that. And there's the basement key, which actually tells you where to go next after you ring the bell at the top of this tower. And the first Baldur Knights, which are fantastic little enemies. Except that they're not so smart. Halberd. Yes, you can keep picking stuff up in Dark Souls. Because they don't have an item burden, it's a equip burden. So, depending on how much stuff you equip, that's really all that's going to matter. And there's a Baldur Knight to the left, right here, I believe. Hi. Oof, that was close. And the AI, the brilliant AI. Ooh! There you go. And there's a heavy knight at the end of there, but we're gonna attack him from a different side. Oh goodness, I am definitely not supposed to be doing that. Close enough. Be wary of up. No, he didn't drop anything. Coffee break. Very good. And here, you want to sneak up on this guy. He's going to be directly to your right. You get a slight backstab bonus, I think, when you two-hand it. And these guys who are really annoying. I don't know. Maybe there is a backstab bonus. I know that you can get basically critical or counter hits in this game. If an enemy's doing something like a dodge or an attack, they actually take additional damage when they're hit. Oh goodness, I'm totally gonna get hit. Oh, I have put myself in a bad situation here. Good thing backstabs are invincible in this game. Look at that. Just one adjustment has changed everything. Now I don't feel like such a noob. 3 backstabs in a row. Pillage body, and finally we can go to the blacksmith. Oh, goodness. Start upgrading this thing. Yeah, and over here. You know what? I'm doing the traditional order, but I'm sure there's other ways you can do it out of order if you're more skilled, much more skilled than me. And I'm just gonna stay at it. Because you know what? That's gonna be a lot of grinding coming up. For stuff. And there's your blacksmith. Howdy do.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
Alright, we already repaired. Learn gesture. Hurrah! And let's see, what can we do? How many Titanite shards do I need? Okay, that costs 800 each, so that's going to be a long time in coming. Anyway, may as well upgrade it right now. And then upgrade again.
Go get yourself.
Nope, I don't want to go hollow. But I guess this is where we're going to stop, because the grinding. I'm not sure if I'm going to record it or not, but we'll see. And there wasn't much theology in this episode. Oh, well. Okay, so I couldn't have stopped the recording like that. I didn't even talk about anything interesting, so... Oh, this guy. I had plans to do some of the things I didn't do in my first run through the game. So we'll see if those plans actually pan out. Alright, talk to you again.
Forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall. Or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge. No matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So, here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
He's a happy guy.
Still closed. Still closed.
Yeah, you can't really do anything with Siegmeyer? Is that his name? Yeah. Until you open up Sen's Fortress, which is this thing. And that'll be a while from now, so don't worry about it. It will come to pass. Now it's grinding time, because you really just can't stumble into the next boss without some kind of upgrades. Or especially I can't, because I am not good at stabbing things. Or as good as I thought it would be. Also, why am I running at half speed? It's because of this shield. I bet those add equipment burden too. This, and this. And they're already doing their thing. So what I wanted to talk about was a question that has been posed to me recently, and I'm sure I've answered it before, but hey, you know what? This is the video format, so we get to answer it again. And yep. So the question is, do the things you do in a video game, are they actually morally culpable or reflect on your Christian character or things to that effect? You know what I mean, right? Like if you're playing Grand Theft Auto and you murder a bunch of civilians or you become a mass murderer, is that something you should be able to do in a game as a Christian or not? And I take a very non-narrative approach to video games, which a lot of people do not. Oh yeah, you can parry this, but there's 0 point in parrying this guy. Because he's a jerk, and he hits you really hard. But should you do these kinds of things in the game? You know, I mean, basically like stabbing people or whatever. Oh boy, this is going to be a long fight, isn't it? And, yep. And my answer to that is kind of simple. And the answer is no. Because these are just video games. And you know what? A lot of people say that. But I actually mean it. Like, if you do something in a video game, those are the rules of the video game. There's not much you can do about that. Right? And if you feel uncomfortable with the actual aesthetics of the game, that's your prerogative. That's not really the game's. Like, this is a morally bad game. Well, it's morally bad if you have a problem with what's in it. He's going for another one? Nope. And... oh wow, that was unnecessary in many ways. Second slam? No. That's a win. And he drops a Titanite shard. Nice for you. So right now, you know, I'm like, basically Dark Souls is all about killing things. There's no way to progress without killing things. That's pretty much what you do. But I do not feel any moral compulsions and feel sad about doing violent things. Because, well, they're not people. They're just things. Think of it like this. If you removed all these abstractions here, right? It would be less immersive, sure. That would be absolutely true. But on the other hand, all you'd be left with would be the engaging rules of the game itself. So, you know, the interesting parts like the combat or the stats or all that, right? Because really, just look at the menu here, right? This is just a giant list of numbers. Look at this. It's just numbers. It's all about statistics. It's arranging your equipment and knowing the skills necessary and moves necessary to defeat the opponents. Now, the lore in Dark Souls is cool and everything, and it gives context to all the things happening in the game, but it is not necessarily the primary point. He's going to parry if you attack when he's doing that stance, so don't do that. Woohoo! So that's sort of my basic opinion about it. I'm kind of a reductionist when it comes to video games. I really don't care about the plot. The plot is fun, it's interesting, but games are not plots. At their core, they're a bunch of rules and systems, and you have fun while playing them, which is the core dynamic of, you know, mastering fair system dynamics. You know, how do these systems in the game interplay with each other? Okay, this channeler guy, he's totally going to wreck me. Buffed as he is right now. Wow. You know what? That's the easiest time I've ever had with that stupid guy. What the heck? Oh, whoa! Oh my god. They're harder than the stupid channeler guy. What the heck? Oh, goodness. I'm dead. That was dumb. Well, the channeler stays dead, so does the Tower Knight. Is that the name of the thing? I don't know, heavy soldier, something or other. Doesn't matter. Should be really easy to go back there and get all the souls anyway. So yeah, I don't... You know, I like JRPGs, as you might know. And JRPGs are fun, and I like Final Fantasy. You know, a lot of people are haters. I like Japanese game design, even when it sometimes oversteps its bounds with the plots that make no sense. But the whole purpose of the plot is just context and fun. I mean, seriously, just consider the plot of Final Fantasy IV in a nutshell. It starts out with magic users and fighting those guys, and then it somehow ends up on the moon for no reason. And there's really no good explanation for why it does that, but other than the purpose that it's like, oh, this is an epic story. You're supposed to feel like the hero, and it's fun. And I don't really see any need to make it any more complicated than that. And I'm sure, like, everyone on Earth disagrees with me, but that's fine. Yep, there we go. I think I'm going to use S-Stock for this. Oh. Come on. He's gonna try a drink. Smacked. Alright, let's clear this out. Now these guys aren't buffed anymore, so this should be significantly easier. And the S-Stock has a slicing attack, which makes doing this a whole lot easier. Yeah, the S-Stock has more range, but it's a lot slower, so you don't want to be using it all that much. And there should be an item over here. Those are just soul items. Yeah, so like this. I mean, it's a fairly violent game, I guess. If you want to put it that way. But it's also very fun, because I'm just figuring out how to, you know, explore around this interesting world and just mess around with the mechanics and play the game in different ways, because Dark Souls has a lot of replayability, as you probably know. And, yeah, that makes it a whole lot easier. Oh, did you drop something? No. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Maybe that, you know, I'm just getting tired of the dialogue cutscene paradigm. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's just, oh, goodness, can you just get on with the game? I think I've played Lords of Shadow, and I just felt like we were just sitting there forever, just doing a whole lot of nothing.
Still, then I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse.
Lautrec is a horrible person, but we're gonna let him go anyway.
Thank you. I truly appreciate it.
And he'll give me a reward later. Well, his reward is a stupid sunlight medal I don't care about. I think I missed this last time I played the game. Yeah, it's not a big item or anything, it's there. Humanity, yay. I've been hollowed out like the whole time I've been exploring here, because this is a hotbed of PvP, and if you're a human form and not hollowed, people will fight you. So I'm trying to keep that up as long as possible. Oh, down there, yeah. I gotta go kill those guys again. See, like in no other world would the words "kill that guy" be acceptable, except in a video game. But I mean, that's just the nature of it. Violent conflict is the easiest way to portray how things work in a video game, because you're just in opposition to something else. And it's not that people haven't been more creative or haven't been able to figure this out, it's just that this is how it works best. I mean, how long have video games been around? At least 50 years. You gotta figure they'd come up with something else at that point, but no, not really. Most people see violent conflict as the best way to do it. Oh boy, I got 2 of them on me. That's not good. Oh! He died. Balderhelm. Not that it matters. Oh wait, I didn't even go back to Firelink Shrine yet. Wow. Well, here's a shortcut, if you were wondering. Boom. Stabby making his way through the game. So yes, apparently a regular shield and the rapier is the easiest way to do it. Oh, I forgot the special items. I'll get them on the way back. Did I get this one? Yeah, I did. I'll rest here just to respawn all the enemies, and then I'll do my big old upgrade. And Lautrec should be here. The game really gives you a ton of hints as to where to go next, to be honest.
Well, what do we have here?
Oh, I didn't talk to him
You
earlier.
Must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate.
Fate
But
the
there's no
undead.
celebration. Well, there are.
2 bells of
One's up
awakening.
above
One's
in
the
the
undead
undead
church, where I'm going.
The other is far, far
And the
below.
ruins of the base of
But even
Blighttown.
both, not much to go on. So, off you go.
And if you talk to him more, he'll tell you about actually where to go in more specific and what route. I mean, seriously. If you're just a little bit inquisitive in this game, they'll tell you a lot.
Ah, I have you. I am grateful to you. Not enough for you.
Yeah, and he's a jerk, and we're not killing him until after we go and get the thing. And the Estus Flask reinforcement is using Firekeeper's Soul. The reason why you want to kill Lautrec most of the time is that he has the Ring of Strength and Favor, which is really good for increasing your stamina and your vitality, I think, by 20% permanently. But if you equip the ring, you can't take it off and it'll break. Because it will break if you take it off. But if you leave it on the whole game, I mean, it's not like it's a bad ring or anything. So, and if you don't kill him here, he'll kill this Firekeeper, which means a bonfire and Firelink will not work until you find him again, which is like halfway through the game. So, it's in your best interest to kill him after you do the Bell Gargoyles. So there's my little public service announcement. You can feel free to let him live, if you so choose. But I just prefer to just kill him off because it's annoying, and sometimes I forget, and it's like, oh, Firelink Shrine is just closed off to you for a good portion of the game for bonfire purposes. So, yeah, it's up to you. As is most things in this game, it's up to you whether or not you want to kill this person or not. Because not all the NPCs are friendly, even though they kind of portray themselves to be very friendly. Oh, wait, is this the direction I'm supposed to go? Oh, I could have rolled out earlier. Well, you know what? I'm here, so. And back down and back up. Sometimes it's a little buggy. I think that's true of every From Software game ever made, though. Armored Core was always a little off. Oh, wait. I didn't even get that? Oh, stupid. Oh, I guess... Nope, can't go that way. Oh, that's a shortcut. Actually, if you land, you'll immediately be staggered if you go past a certain height. So what you want to do when you land is just roll at the moment you will, and it will get rid of all that lag that you would experience otherwise. That is a helpful tip I just learned today. Alright, let me try this again. Here we go. And that's how you get it. Yay. At some points in the game, there are also mimics, which will come out of chests and eat you, and then you'll die. So, good thing I put that fear into you. The first time it happens, it'll be like, ugh, come on. But, yeah, it happens. In this chest. And down here, you do not want to be down here if you've not played the game before, because those skeleton enemies are a little tough for this level. And a rapier is not going to do much against them. I think I had a +10 S-stock at one point in a different game, and it didn't really matter. I think it was mostly because my dexterity rating was pretty crap. Boy. Rest again. Yeah, it's nice to get +10 Estus flasks from Firelink. But later, you'll be able to kindle bonfires and give them more than 10 Estus flasks per. So, that's also helpful. Also, talking to Lautrec here, right after you get him and before the Bell Gargoyles, he will appear as a summon sign that you can summon, kind of like Solaire. And I'll show you that later. We'll get there, we'll get there. So more on the subject of doing bad things in video games. I don't think... You know what? It's just the game. I hate to say it so nonchalantly, but for me, video games are video games, and they're not other things. They're not really storytelling medium. They're a world-building medium. And a world-building medium is one that basically creates this world for you to just run around in and do stuff. And sometimes whatever the developers say is doing stuff is what you'll do. So it's up to you whether or not you want to accept that that's how the game actually works. And which guy will run after me first? Here's the question. Oh boy, right? And I'm doing a bad job of this. Trying to get a backstab here. You know what? I should be trying to parry, but... Oh! Well, there you go. See? Unlucky little one. And all done. And I want to go back to the blacksmith, because that's really all I've been doing anyway. Well, a whole lot of not talking, huh? Yeah, maybe part of it comes from, like, just reading the Bible, right? And I think anybody could tell you that it contains many, many, many violent stories. And a lot of endorsed violence at points. And sometimes that violence is just, and sometimes it's unjust, and obviously there's a whole lot of controversy surrounding those things. In the harem, where, like, the Israelites basically kill everything. Whether or not you think those are historically true or not is a different issue, but the Bible is kind of a record of mankind's inability to get rid of their sin problem. So if you want to think of it like that, then I think we can kind of make allowance for violence in our video games, because conflict does happen, and the best way to represent conflict in video games is via violence. It's just a natural fact. And we are all familiar with that, aren't we? Alright. This is how you use soul items, one at a time without having to go back to the menu. Just equip them all on your little hotbar thing, and you just keep pressing the square button until all they're gone. Oh, I'm playing on a PS3 controller, but this is the PC version. Again, again, and again, and again, and you can see a little soul counter there, going up and up and up and up and up. 400 souls total, and we're good. And make sure to re-equip your Estus flask. Let's see. Reinforced weapon. We want to upgrade the rapier to something a little more solid. I don't know how many we need total, but I'll figure it out as we go. Rapier plus 2, rapier plus 3. How many do I need to buy? I need to buy 2 Titanite shards, so 2. First weapon. Now I need to buy 3. 1, 2, 3. Yay! Now it's rapier plus 5. Isn't that great? And all that is wonderful. And let's reinforce some armor, if we can, because armor is always good to have. Now, I'm pretty sure that upgrading armor is actually better than leveling up in this game, at least in the early going, because there's really no actual alternatives to doing it. So, I usually go with the chest piece first. Purchase item, 2 more, or 4? 3 more? Reinforce armor. Reinforce armor again. Yeah, why not do the boots? Alright.
Don't get yourself.
Nope, I won't. And here we go again. Reinforce this. We'll be doing a heck of a lot more damage than we were doing. Guess I'm just gonna have to get used to mid-roll. Because apparently I cannot parry for anything. Or I can, it just... Sometimes the risk, it doesn't even make it worth it. There are some enemies where parrying is probably the most useful thing you could do, but they're few and far between at best. And riposte works much better otherwise. I mean, the backs, look, 302. We were just doing 200, right? Look, see, I'm so bad at that. Whew, okay, so that is a substantial increase. So we will go over again and kill a bunch of these. We are a much more formidable force right about now. Come over here. Yep, and things have become much easier suddenly. All due to tiny changes. Is there an enemy down here? Yeah, there is. Or not. Oh, because I didn't open the gate. Probably should at some point. You know what? I'm not gonna. So yeah, you know what? If you feel uncomfortable playing a video game and you don't like what's happening on screen, then just don't play it. I mean, isn't that the easy solution to most things? You have a problem with this, don't do it. If you have a temptation to do this and you have some kind of weird adverse reaction to it, then don't play it. I mean, this even appeals to the emotional version of the same thing, right? If a game makes you incredibly angry and frustrated, or any game in general, it's probably not healthy for you. Everybody's a little different in this. Me, I've been playing video games since I was like real young, so all I've ever seen is systems and stuff. And that's not everybody. That's me, though. Okay, that was fun. You can poke him behind the shield. And let's be careful, slow, and cautious here. Maybe I should go kill that boar. I think I will. Oh! And this is the Night Shield, which is pretty good, I think. Yeah, it is. It has higher stability, too. It doesn't slow me down that much. Now, I wonder... that was funny. See, what you were supposed to do was kill this boar, but I went the reverse way, because I ran through, so. Oh look, he's coming up. He wants to kill me. Look how bad I am at stupid parrying. Let's see, are there any other guys? Yep, there he is. Okay, I'm backing off. You can play with yourself. Alright, let's see if can I do a plunging attack on him? I don't know. We'll see. Oh boy. Probably should not have done that. But fire works pretty good. Yeah, that's why you don't want to be using that. Look, stupid. Oh look, I died because of fire. Oh, I didn't drop the boar's head helm. Oh well. Yeah, and this is a clear and obvious ambush, so. And now that I one-shot these guys, it makes it a lot easier. Boom. So this is basically the path you would have taken had you been killing the boar first and all that. Yeah, fencing sword can totally do that. I'm sure there's some more. Oh, mystery key. Where does that go? Mystery key. Purpose of this key is unknown. It appears to be a basic prison cell key. I think that's supposed to open Lautrec's thing, but since I started out as thief, I have the master key, so that makes it really easy to open up stuff otherwise is inaccessible to most characters without special keys. And here's a fun little thing. There's a lot of these precarious platforms that lead to great items. In this case, the item is not that great. But it's a useful skill to know. Walk slowly. Yeah, well, you know what? I think if Christians played a little more video games, they'd have a little more fun. Not just me. I mean, people have been playing games for centuries. I don't see why we should stop anytime soon. You know what? I'm going to open the door. Yeah, looks like I got a little more time left. I know I've been playing for basically a half hour now, but these are the fun things that I do. And I don't want to waste any of the people that are still alive up there to kill them for more souls. See what I mean? Like, the whole imagery of, like, souls in Christianity is like, oh no, it's like witchcraft or something, right? That's like, no, that's not exactly at all what they're thinking. It's fantasy. That's kind of the whole point. Oh, rapier. Well, what are you gonna do? Come over here, chaps. And I totally failed that. Well, crowd control's not so great with the rapier, obviously, because there's not much range to this thing. So all you're doing is thrusting. There you go. Yeah, it's mostly iconography. Things change and shift over time. Just as a, like, kind of a weird aside. Everybody, you know, thinks the upside down cross and the pentagram are, like, anti-Christian symbols. Well, originally they were Christian symbols, which has to be the weirdest thing. Like Peter, it's known in Christian tradition that the Apostle Peter was crucified upside down because he wanted to be crucified in a way that was not like Jesus, you know, because he didn't feel like it was respectful. So the upside down cross became an early symbol of the church up until, I want to say, into medieval times. And the pentagram originally represented the 5 wounds of Christ, which are the left and right hand, the left and right foot, and the lance wound, or spear wound, whatever you want to call it. Lance of Longinus, it's more known in kind of popular culture, and in Evangelion, if you ever watched that. But, yeah. And now, obviously, they've been adopted into, quote-unquote, occult or pagan practices or what have you, but really, originally, there's just no connotation whatsoever that they were negative. So, when people, especially when a foreign culture like Japan kind of takes these symbols and puts them into new ways, they didn't even know what the original symbol meant most of the time. They're just taking them because they're either a trope or they're something that's worked in the past, and they know it worked for most people. So knowing the history about stuff can really open your eyes to many of those things you kind of take for granted. Alright, you know what? This video is getting really long, so I think I'm just going to stop it here before I keep rambling. Well, next time I should be totally ready to do the bell gargoyles, so I will see you next time.